Hello, this is NinjaBob. Welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video on the PlayStation 3. This is my Trophy Town world and I am being attacked by a slime. You are not welcome, you've ruined the surprise. I made a little... Oh, that really... I can't believe it. You ruiner. You ruiner. Oh dear, I was going to do like a big reveal there, like of... well, I might as well just show you now, look. 50! It is episode number 50 of my Trophy Town survival world. And yeah, I was going to do like this big reveal like this, like, hello, it's NinjaBob and welcome to the video, and yay, number 50! And then I got attacked by a slime. I did not see that coming. But yeah, there we go. It is episode number 50 of our Trophy Town survival world. Can you believe it? And yeah, here we are. I don't know what to say. I mean, I guess first of all I should say thank you to everyone that has stuck with me from the beginning. And I won't name names. There are a few of you that make yourself known in pretty much every video. You're always there in the comments. And honestly, I know I've said it over and over again, but you guys really do help keep me motivated and keep me interested. I love doing this for you. I love doing this for myself, to be honest. I love making these videos. I love playing Minecraft. We all do. That's why we're here, isn't it? And, well, yeah, it's, yeah, thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you. Like I said, I'm not going to name names, but yeah, I would not have made it to 50 videos without your support. So you are all appreciated, every single one of you. Anyway, let's get on with today's video. It's going to be a bit of a weird one today because, I've got to be honest, I've been having some technical problems with, you may remember, oh, it's been a while now, it's been months actually, but I was plagued with loads of internet problems, kept getting kicked offline and, yeah, losing my connection all the time. Well, those gremlins are back, and all of a sudden I am struggling once again to stay online at any given time, and it's been a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. So I've had no real time to prepare for this video. Really, basically all I've had time to do is make that giant 50 up on the roof of my spawner, which is a bit of a pain actually. At some point I'm going to have to go and take that back down again. But yeah, it's that's really all I've had time to do in between videos, which is a bit of a pain because I've not had time to prepare in any way, shape or form for the video. I've no idea. Our next trophy, sorry, our next monument is meant to be for. Oh, I've forgotten again. I've forgotten. It's the ghast one. Return to Sender. There you go. It's the Return to Sender monument that we're supposed to be doing. And yeah, I've not made any plans. Well, I've always had an idea of what this was going to be, but I've not made any preparations for how this is going to work. So basically what I've done, if you just have a look in my art here, I've just grabbed a load of white wool and I'm going to hope for the best. Oh, and look, I've got my fancy new helmet there. Would have been handy there while I was in the water, wouldn't it? Look, a respiration and protection helmet. Anyway, so this is my XP farm, or at least that's what it was meant to be. But actually, what it's turned out to be is not an XP farm at all. It's turned out to be a very, very, very effective... I mean, it is an XP farm. Look, I'm getting XP now. But it's more effective as a music disc farm. You might have just spotted there while I was talking away that I've actually, yeah, what happens is I go AFK and leave them all spawning for a little while. When I come back, they're all fighting amongst themselves, especially the skeletons. And when the skeletons shoot creepers, well, you know what happens. Look at this! Look at how many music discs I've got! I've got Strad. In fact, let's group them all up. I've got I've got Strad there. I've got at least a couple of copies of that. I think there we go. I've got a couple of copies of Strad. I've got a couple of copies of Where Are We Now. In fact, there's another one there. Look. And is that another one there? Yeah, it is. Wow, crikey. And we've got, what was that one called? That one's called Far. Oh, and Ward. I've got a couple of wards, I think. What do we got here? We've got over here, we've got, what's that called? Stout. You know, I haven't even heard half of these. In fact, I haven't even made a jukebox in this world. I've made one in my Sky Island, but I never made one in this world. Look at that. Look how many I've got. I can't remember how many there are now. Is it 12? Is there 12 different types of music disc, or 13, something like that? And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different types, plus the broken one. And yeah, loads of copies of each. So yeah, I have managed to get some XP from here, but I don't quite know what I've done. I've obviously not got the design quite right. I'm just not quite far enough away from, I think, from the spawning pads up the top there. Stuff does spawn, but just nowhere near fast enough. Nowhere near fast enough for it to be effective. Compared to my skeleton spawner, as an XP farm, this thing is rubbish. But it was fun to build. It was fun to build this glass tunnel. It was fun to build our giant 50 up on the roof. So, you know, I'm kind of glad we did it anyway. So, we're now going to take this massive train journey all the way from the very top right-hand corner of the map back down to Trophy Town. And, yeah, to be honest, I had a couple of ideas of things I might do for today's episode, but I don't really want to make too much of a fuss of it. I know it's 50 videos, it's 50 episodes inside this world, and that's pretty, you know, that's quite an achievement, to be fair. But I haven't actually finished the whole point of this series, and it feels a little bit premature to start celebrating too much. We've got 29 monuments to build. They're coming up on the screen now, and you can see the yellow ones, the ones are the ones we've done, but we're up to number 20 now, I think, which that means we've still got like 9 or 10 left to go. So to start celebrating already and stuff, it just seems a bit premature. Do you know what I mean? I don't think we're quite ready to have a party just yet. And yes, you might have heard it, I still have my bad chest, but I'm soldiering on. We're going to make this video anyway. One thing I am going to show you today, though, like I say, I was going to do like a big compilation of different clips of different the best bits from the first 49 videos, but like I say, it seems a bit much. But what I thought I would show you is this little clip here, right? This, if I just stand here, this is where our train station is, obviously, which has now got 4 different lines going off in different directions, and you're probably quite familiar with this world now. We've got the fancy fountain, all our different monuments, and our tribute trail. We haven't added anybody to the tribute trail for a while. We don't do that every video, but yeah, this is what we've been building. We've got our skeleton, the iron farm's over in the distance there. You can't quite see it, but you can see all the different things we've built. But look at this. This is all the way back in episode 1. At the very end of the episode, I wandered out to this bit of land here. The train station wasn't even finished, but I wandered out and I stood here and I said, oh, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a museum. I'm going to build a museum just here dedicated to the 29 trophies. And yeah, that was my plan back then, 50 videos ago. The museum has evolved into an entire town dedicated to the trophies, and yeah, but look how different it looks now. Look how different it looks now. It's crazy, isn't it? And we've got horses here now. Who remembers, if you've been following my videos for a while, you'll remember the heartache that I suffered because I thought I was never going to have horses, and now we've got 3, and we haven't even been breeding them. We've just found 3. We should probably breed some at some point, shouldn't we? And we got our little mushroom, our little friendly mushroom. Do you remember the mushroom? The mushroom spawned. It wasn't quite there, actually. I moved him, but he was over here. He'd spawned all by himself without any. We never quite worked out why or how, but we were over here terraforming and laying the world out, and there was just a mushroom sat here all by itself. And then I accidentally killed it. Do you remember? I dropped a bucket of water and yeah, knocked him away. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I placed a block next to him. I was putting down the railings to try and protect it, but I put the railings too close. I put them in the next block and it made the mushroom pop out of the ground. So yeah, so I picked him back up, I replanted him, we put railings around him at a safe distance this time, and yeah, he's been with us ever since. And then obviously we've got the horses. We've also got Brian. Oh, Brian has been with me for a very long time. Brian was my very first ocelot. We didn't get a trophy for getting Brian, but he was hard work to get. Brian, talking to you. Hello. I can hear you, but you're going to look at me? Are you fascinated with that torch? What's so special about this torch? Is it a good... Ooh, torchy. Yes, I am mocking you, Brian. Yeah, you look at me now. Yes, I am taking the mickey out of you. Well, it's just a torch. What's the problem? So over there is Daisy. And Daisy hasn't been with us for long, but... I stopped taking Brian out on builds with me because we had a couple of accidents with him and he was getting lonely, so I decided to get him a friend. So this is Daisy, and she hangs out here with Brian over at the delicious fish pond. Over there is our portal pyramid that we built in the last few videos, and the sniper duel. Let's have a quick look around actually while we're here. That's the dispense with this castle. That's the enchanter witch's house. We've got the what have we got here? This is the acquire hardware store, being run ably by Gordon the Golem. Hello Gordon, how are you, mate? Have you cheered up at all? Gordon suffers a little bit with depression. He hangs around here on his own. I think he'd like some villager friends, and I have been trying to get him some villager friends, but we've not had much luck getting villagers over in this part of the world. We've got 2 though. We've got 2. We still don't have a baker for the Baked Bread Bakery, which is what that building is there. We've got the Getting Wood monument over there, which we don't have anyone in, which I want a villager for to run that place. That's a tree farm. We've got the Diamonds monument just here, which is this was our first ever gold monument. Return to sender, by the way, is a gold. Oh, at last the sun's come out. Hello. Yeah. So return to sender is a gold. So we do need to build over here somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. I guess what I should tell you is what I'm planning to build. I'm planning to build a ghast, and that seems probably a bit obvious, maybe, I don't know, but ghasts are cool, and they're big as well, aren't they? I want to build something big. I don't actually know if I'm going to have anywhere near enough white wall. I've got 4 and a bit stacks. I probably need more than that, to be honest, but I was thinking originally maybe over this river, sort of up in the air, floating around, sort of looking down over us, over the Golden Mile. I think that might be quite nice. Anyway, let's quickly continue our tour. Not going to go too in depth into our tour. Like I say, I'll do a proper full tour when we've actually completed this town. That's what I want to do when we've got all 29 monuments. So up there is getting an upgrade, which is that's somewhere that you can get up and have a look around at the town, and down here is like the shadow of the getting an upgrade. This is time to mine, and down there you can see there's a mine shaft, and you can see there's lava and obsidian and diamonds and lapis and emeralds and everything you could possibly hope for. That's the getting wood trophy, which I really like that one actually. Inside there is a tree farm. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there you go. There's a tree farm growing in there. It's cool, isn't it? But yeah, shaped like a giant log. Over there is the more tools toolbox with a couple of tools in there, and this is where one of our villagers lives. This is Morris, who runs More Tools. Hello, Morris. Hello. Hello, Morris. How are you? How you doing? Is business good? Business good? The shop's looking great. You're keeping it looking spick and span. This is one of my favourite buildings, actually, with the glass roof and all the different shades of red inside here. And obviously we've got the tool sticking out of the top of the toolbox. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favourites, this one. We are under the Monster Hunter now. This is where we get our villagers from. We cure zombie villagers. So we bring them over here, and inside here is everything you need to cure zombie villagers. And that's where Morris came from. But as well as Morris, yes, we have DJ Big Nose. We haven't been in here for a while, we're in here, have we? DJ Biggie N. Let's go and see what tunes he's spinning today. Hey DJ! Hey DJ, what you playing? Oh mate, I've just realised I've got loads of records I can bring over for you. I've got some that you haven't got as well. What have you got up here? Oh, you've got a different one. You've got the purple one. What's the purple one? The purple one is Maul, or Mal. I don't know what you call that. But yeah, how you doing, Biggie? I've got some more music for you. I'm going to bring some more records. But I have to say, I do like this song. I've heard this song before. Where have I heard this? I've heard this song before. It's a good one, isn't it? Yeah, I like it. I like it. Who's the singer? Is it you? Who's the singer? Yeah, okay. Well, it's a cool tune. I like it. Yeah, let's get out of here, shall we? And shut that door. Right, do you remember when benchmarking didn't have a DJ and it just used to have the same record playing all the time? It used to drive me crazy. Oh, Cow Tipper. Cow Tipper, we all love the Cow Tipper, don't we? Cow Tipper's cool. It's cool and cruel, unfortunately. It does both jobs at the same time. It is cool and it is cruel. It's cool because it's kind of funny. It's cruel because it's funny at the cow's expense. Let's have a quick look, actually. Let's shut those gates and see if we've got a lead in here. Oh, do you know what? I don't have a lead. I do have a bit of hay, though. Not hay, I mean wheat. But you know what? There's no way of controlling getting only one. You know what? It's the 50th episode. This is a happy occasion. I don't feel like killing a cow today. But if you haven't seen it before, go back and check out the episode. I think it's called How Now, Brown Cow. But basically, you'll see what this is all about. There is a TNT cannon in there, which sends cows on a very memorable trip. Unfortunately, it is a one-way trip. So, yeah. It doesn't end well for them. Over here's the very first one we built, the very first monument that we ever built. This is taking inventory, and if you can't tell what it is, let me just push my inventory button there. There you go. There's an... Oops, that's not the inventory. That's the inventory, and that's supposed to look like that. So there you go. Push the button. Look. Hey, look. It's exactly the same. See? Exactly the same. All our tools and stuff in the bottom there. And Larry was supposed to be running this shop for us, but Larry went missing. Larry ran off and... join the circus, we think. We're not quite sure. But anyway, yeah, that's taking inventory. It's getting dark, so I want to quickly rush around and see the last couple of buildings. Let's go and have a look at Time to Farm. I always forget to look at Time to Farm. Time to Farm is down here. It's a wheat farm and a carrot farm, potato farm, all built in the shape of a hoe. So that's pretty cool. And we've got Hot Topic. This one was hard work. This one was hard work. If you haven't seen those videos, you'll know. Yeah, you won't know. But this was really hard work. Placing all those. This is completely made out of furnaces. Completely made out of furnaces. So... pretty cool though. I like that one. Pretty different. Not seen anybody else build anything quite like that. If you're wondering what the glass thing is as well around there, by the way, that's a sort of walkway where visitors can come and have a look down on the town whenever I get an opportunity to put my world online, which isn't very often. But I actually managed to get it online for a little while this weekend. We didn't record anything, but yeah, that's we did manage to do that. And this is enchantment. I like this one. This is a very cool looking building from outside, and yeah, it's basically an enchantment room, but with adjustable levels of enchantments. That's obviously all the bookshelves. You push that, and some of the bookshelves go away. Eventually, one hung about there for slightly longer than it was meant to, and then you push this lever here, and the rest go away. And so yeah, that's how you get the weakest possible enchantments like that. Anyway, yeah, so it is now night time, so I guess I should go and have a sleep. What I'm going to do, I've done a lot of talking in this video, and not a lot else. So I think what we'll do is we'll quickly cut ahead till the morning, and maybe in the morning we'll get on with actually building something. What do you reckon? I'll see you in just a second. Ah, what a beautiful morning. Hello everyone, I am back. And yeah, last couple of buildings to show you. So this is the delicious fish pond. This is what, like I say, this is where Brian and Daisy hang out. And as you can see there, sunk into the bottom of the fish pond is a giant fish. And yeah, there are fishing rods there, and you can stand here and just relax and do a bit of fishing, you know, if that's your thing. It's not my thing. If you've been watching my videos long enough, you'll know I'm not a big fan of fishing. But yeah, this is the Portal Pyramid, and this is for the Into the Nether trophy. So yeah, this one's the most recent one actually. This is one we've only just finished. I did actually make a couple of mistakes. Some of you might have noticed I'd missed a couple of redstone blocks out the bottom and stuff. It wasn't quite even. It was quite a difficult build, this one actually, more difficult than it should have been, but quite pleased with the end result. I think it looks quite nice, and again quite unique. Not seen too many other things. I remember when I first started this one, I thought that I'd sort of borrowed the idea from somebody else of the staircase with the portal at the top, but it's ended up looking nothing like the thing I found originally, nothing like the original photo that I found. And yeah, this last one here, this is the sniper jewel, and sniper jewel, this is pretty cool actually. They've got a archer tower here, which is, if you've played the game Clash of Clans, you might recognise it. It's based on the design from that game, but basically you come up to the top of this archer tower, you grab yourself a bow and an arrow, and then you stand here and you try and shoot this giant skeleton, which is stood over here. And the skeleton has got buttons. He's got buttons in his eyes, and he's got, oh, that was close. It's got a little bit high. He's got buttons in his eyes. He's got buttons in his bow, and the idea is that you've got to try and light up the lights like that one there. There you go. I've got one. I'm not going to try and get all three because I'm not that bad a shot actually. I'm all right, but it took a little while last time. If you saw that episode, it took quite a while for us to get all three lights on at the same time. Anyway, shall we do some building? Shall we do some building? We're running so short a time. I'm not sure it's even worth. I'm not even sure it's worth it. I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll get started, right? Because look over here. This is the Golden Mile. The Golden Mile sort of comes. Oh, I've fallen down. I've fallen off the Golden Mile. Right. So when you come to the middle here, this is the sort of centre of the town, where the fancy fountain or the watery welcome, whatever you want to call it. So when you stand here, you've got the Bronze Boulevard in that direction with all the bronze trophies, Silver Street in that direction with all the silver trophies, and then you've got the Golden Mile over here. But the Golden Mile is going to have a lot less trophies because there's only 6 of them, I think, off the top of my head. I think there's 6 different trophies that you can get that are gold on the PlayStation 3. They're completely different on the PS4, but on the PS3 there's 6 gold. There's 11 bronze, which we've done already, 11 silvers, which we're about halfway through, and the rest are gold. And we've done the first gold one, which is that one there. So over here is where the gold's going to be, and there's not much space because of the river, but like I say, we don't need much space because there aren't as many. But I thought we could save a bit of space by building this ghast over here, over the water somewhere, and doing it up high, sort of looking down onto the Golden Mile. So I think, let me think, ghasts are big. That's the first thing to note. Oh, there's been an Enderman round here nicking my bits of dirt, hasn't he? I hate that. I hate that. I hate it when you find those little holes everywhere. Look, there's another one there. Ah! Right, that'll do. I'll leave that there. So yeah, we're not here to fill in holes. That would make a very boring video indeed. I think what we'll do is I'm going to start around about here. I'm basically going to stack right up really high and build ourselves a white wall platform, and that can be the bottom of the ghast. Now we need to go quite high because don't forget they have those sort of what would you call them? Tentacles? The things hanging off the bottom. The tentacles off the bottom of a ghast. They're quite big. They're going to be quite long. But I reckon this will be about right. Yeah, this will do. This will do. Now, yeah, we're definitely not going to... Oh, look, talking of Enderman, there's one there. Hello. Oh, I shouldn't look at you. I don't want to pick a fight with you from up here. If you come and join me at the top of this, that's going to end badly for me, isn't it? Going to end very, very badly. Oh, look, there's a hole down there. Like a tunnelled hole. I must have done that at some point. I don't remember doing that, but, well, I guess I did. I've done a lot of exploring in this world, not just building, but exploring too. So, right, so let's go across like this. And basically we need to build a 16 by 16 platform. And like I said, so that means it's going to take an awful lot of wall. I wasn't counting there, was you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we should do, to make this slightly easier, we need, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There you go. Right, so the 5 plus these 11, that will make 16 going across. So we don't have to count now. We could just work our way across this way. And then we're going to go 16 backwards. But obviously we've already got the first block placed there. So we need another 15. So let's see. If we do half of that and then half of that again. There we go, 15. So if we go back 15 this way. 1, 2, 3, and we don't need to count. So yeah, we're going to have this ghast up here. Now maybe what I'm considering doing, and I am only considering it because it could be a bit dangerous, but I'm considering doing something with fire charges. Now, like I say, that is a bit dangerous because I could end up accidentally setting light to my entire town, and I don't want to do that. I'm not interested in setting fire to things, but it would be quite cool to get the ghast to actually do something, wouldn't it? Whether it's fireballs or whether maybe fireworks coming out of its mouth or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'd just like it to do something to make it... Most of... if you followed the series before, you will know that most of the buildings in my trophy town do have at least 2 purposes. They have at least sort of 2 different functions. So they'll look like one thing, but act like another. So, for example, get in wood looks like a giant log, but it's actually got a tree farm inside it. Baked bread looks like a giant loaf of bread with a knife, but it's actually a bakery inside there. So most things, not everything, but most things have got a secondary purpose. The sniper duel, for example, is a mini game. That's the only proper mini game we've got. But I'm not quite sure what to do with this because it's going to be so far up in the air that you're not really going to be able to do anything with it, are you? I don't know. It's a bit of an unusual one. I don't know. I guess... I think it will look cool anyway, even if it doesn't actually doing anything. I think it will look cool. But, I mean, what else does a ghast do apart from spit flames everywhere? And like I say, I think spitting fire charges across my world sounds like a recipe for disaster. So, if you've got any suggestions for what else it could do... I've just had an idea! Oh, there we go. Oh, cool. Right, well, we're not going to get it done in this video because I don't think I'm even going to get this platform finished the way I'm going at the moment. But yeah, I've just had a thought. The other thing that ghasts do is they cry, don't they? They have the sort of tears coming out their eyes when you see them. They've got that sort of sad look on their face while they're spitting fire at you, and they're crying. So how about I set up some sort of mechanism, maybe a redstone mechanism inside this thing with dispensers, so that it actually cries buckets of water down into the... Oh, man, that's... Oh, no, look, that's perfect. It's right over the water. If I can get the eyes in the right position, I can get it to cry into the river. That'll look awesome, like a giant waterfall. Oh, wow, that's going to be so cool. Right, this is taking ages. I think I might do some of this off camera, because otherwise this is going to take forever, and this is turning into a very slow and tedious process. So what I'll try and do is I'll try and get the sort of bulk of the work done. Apart from anything else, look at that. Look at how much wall I've got through already, and we've not even done the bottom yet. We've got to do 16 by 16. Another... Oh, we've got to do out the sides 4 times, and then the roof. So we've got to use 5 times as much wall as we've already used here. Granted, some of it will be greys and light greys for the eyes and stuff, but most of it's going to be white wall, and we are running very, very short already. So yeah, this is definitely not something we're going to get finished today. Most definitely not. But I think what I might do is, because we're running out of time anyway, we're not going to get much more done for today. Let's stick a couple of pieces of wall in the corner just so we've marked out the edges, so we can get a rough idea of how it's going to look. And while we're up here, let's just have one last look at Trophy Town. Look at it from up here. It looks great, doesn't it? You know, I shouldn't show off too much, but I am very, very proud of what I've managed to do here. Oh, and that over there, by the way, if you've spotted in the background, right behind there, behind the skeleton, behind that mountain, is my iron golem farm, which is working very well, thank you. But yeah, look at this town. Compared to that area that you saw at the start of the video from episode 1, it looks very different, doesn't it? Actually, talking of looking very different, do you know what I think we're going to do? Right for the end of this video, I'm going to jump down. Whoop! Hey, splash! Yeah, that was pretty easy. I'm not going to show off too much. That was pretty easy. I think what we will do, because something else has changed quite a lot in the over the course of 50 videos, and that's my house. My house has changed a lot over 50 videos. It started out as a little tiny hut, kind of similar to the one that I lived in for a while on the PlayStation 4, and then yeah, it sort of evolved and grown ever since then. Let's grab ourselves a minecart and head back to my house. In fact, we are running a bit short of time, so I'm going to cut ahead in the video and I will see you back at the house. And I'm back once again, and we are outside of my house, just here, out on the patio out the front, and here we go. This is where I live. This is my home, and a couple of people that I've not introduced you to for this video, but we haven't seen... Oh, can't get in the door. We haven't seen Cassandra or Steve. How you doing, guys? You're looking good out there. You okay? You okay? You doing well? Good. You've been with me a long time as well, haven't you guys? But I'll tell you who's been with me even longer than Steve and Cassandra, are these guys out here. This is my little collection of doggies, my little pack of doggies. We have Jackie, Bruce, Jean-Claude, Chuck and Jet. And oh, you guys are looking, you look cosy together. And this is where they live, underneath the front of my house here. This is, get your nose out of there. What's wrong with you? What are you doing? Come on, out you come. Who is that in there anyway? Who is that? I can't. Okay, all right. You're going to be shy. You don't want to be on camera today. No, don't fancy it. No, fine, fair enough, fair enough. Can't force you to be on camera if you don't want to be. So yeah, this is my house, and it hasn't changed for a long time, to be honest. I've not done a lot of work at my house. Done a lot of work on the basement, but the house itself hasn't really changed since episode 1, the very first episode. That's what I did. I come over here and I started to expand my house, and I decorated and I put down these carpets, and we moved my bed, and we got our little crafting and repair area in this corner, my little kitchen area and a little dining area. But do you remember I used to have the hole in the middle there that used to lead down to the next floor, and this floor here used to be my farm? Do you remember all of that? My house has changed so much, so much since those very first videos, those very early videos. But this is it now. This is where I live. And if you, like I said right at the beginning of this video, if you've been with me, whether it's been for 50 episodes, 5, or if this is your first, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching. And please, if I don't normally ask, but why not? Give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me some comments, and let me know what your favourite video has been over the last 50. What's been your favourite moment? What's been your favourite building? Perhaps it's one of the trophies over in Trophy Town. Perhaps it's one of my XP farms. I do like an XP farm. I might have mentioned that. Perhaps it's my basement. This has got to be the last thing I'm going to show you today, because this is probably one of my biggest achievements in the game, and I don't come here very often because of the lag. But look at this place. This is my basement. This is a ridiculous building. That goes all the way down to bedrock. Absolutely crazy. But so yeah, you tell me. Is it the basement? Is it the house? Is it the train station? You tell me what your favourite build has been, what your favourite episode has been, and perhaps at some point I will do like a little highlights video of all the best bits. But I'm going to try and save that until we've got all of our monuments built, and we've got some way to go. And I guess before I do much more, I'm going to have to go and get myself some white sheep and start shearing, because we've got a lot of work to do on our return to sender monument, and we're going to need a lot of wool for it. But in the meantime, I'm going to thank you all for watching, not just today, but always and forever. I will see you all next time. Bye! Sing my word,